What's up, dudes and girls? Today we're going to be rebooting the popular 1995 movie Hackers.
Oh man, it's universally stupid.
But we're going to be doing the gym edition. So buckle up, boys and girls, because your gym experience is about to get hacked. Alright, before we get to the video, I just want to say a huge thank you to TLF. They got some amazing clothing. It's the clothing I'm wearing throughout the video. Now if you're interested, make sure you check out tlfapparel.com and use our code TLF-buff to get 15% off. The link is in the description. Okay, time to get to the gym hacks. Find an arch nemesis. Let's be honest, going to the gym every day can get a bit boring, until that is when you find your arch nemesis. They're not always easy to spot, but every public gym has one. You just gotta be on the lookout. Having an arch nemesis isn't as bad as it sounds. In fact, it's a simple way to increase your determination, drive, and competitive nature, fueling your desire to show up to the gym and knowing there's an unspoken competition between the two of you. Batman and Joker, Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, Arnold and Sly, there are a ton of examples of someone having someone else that motivates them to get up in the morning and put in maximum effort, and you should be no different. Even if they don't know it, you're using them as fuel to be the best version of yourself. Wear layers. Now here's a hack I've been using for years. I noticed the clothes I wore to the gym really had a mental impact on how I felt and how motivated I was. For example, if I wore shorts on my chest and back day, I would see myself in the mirror and immediately feel like my legs were small, which took me out of concentrating on my upper body workouts. Now on the other hand, if I wore a tank top on leg day, I would feel like my upper body was lagging behind and I wasn't as motivated to work my legs anymore. So I'll wear sweatpants on upper body days so I can feel more connected to my upper body workouts, and I'll cover up my upper body on leg days so I feel more focused on my lower body workouts. Now, this might seem a little silly, but working out is a mental game just as much as a physical one, and you need to do whatever you can to keep your focus on your workouts. Also try wearing layers to the gym, so as you start to get a pump, you can take a layer off, revealing your pumped up muscles, and in turn having your mind connect how good you look to the gym and your workouts. Use mirrors. Now just because you look at yourself in the mirror doesn't make you an egotistical dude. Mirrors can be a quick and easy way to measure your progress, motivate you, and check your form. Sprinters use a stopwatch to measure and check their time and progress, and we can use mirrors. Now, let's say you're performing some seated dumbbell presses and you notice the range of motion in your left arm is slightly less than your right arm. You can watch yourself in the mirror and make small adjustments, or take note in understanding you might need to incorporate more mobility for your left shoulder. Now, mirrors can also be used as a simple tool to look at your symmetry, a quick pump check, or gym selfies for your progress archive. Get a gym bag. Now think of your gym bag as your toolbox. In order to have the best workout, you want to make sure you have the proper tools if you need them. A gym bag can have many things. If you want to take this seriously, you want to build a proper gym bag, and in turn, you'll be ready for anything. So I pulled my gym bag out to give an example of what you might need if you build your own particular gym bag. The number one thing is going to be mobility bands. In my warm-ups, my mobility before my workouts, you can tell I got the Buff Dude mobility bands. You can pick them up on our website, www.buffdudes.us. We got the weight belt. Now we go a little bit heavier on squats or deadlifts. I try not to rely on it too much because you really want to get that nice core stability and strength before you rely on a belt. But the belt is there for the external support if you need it. Can't forget the headphones, Bluetooth, no cords. Get that nice motivating music pumping. Hell yeah. Yeah, I got the knee sleeves here. I don't use these all the time, but they do add a little extra comfort when going a little bit heavier on squats, leg press, or hack squats. I also like to use these when I'm deadlifting to help my shins or kind of protect my shins. So I kind of like pull them over my ankles and my calves. That way it gives a kind of good way I can guide that bar right along my shins. Got the wrist straps. Now these come in handy when you're doing any kind of heavier pulling motions. Your grip can give out, and because obviously your back muscles are a lot stronger, so having these available is always a good thing. Just don't rely on them, much like the weight belt. You want to try to get your grip strength as strong as possible, but if you need them, they're there for you, and you can tell I've had these for a long time. They're starting to fray quite a bit there, but they're still hanging in there, man. So I've had these for, God, I don't know, like 12 years or something. They're still at it. Oh, talking about grip strength, we've got the liquid chalk. Really easy on the go and a lot cleaner than normal chalk would be. A lot of gyms don't allow you to have chalk because it's pretty messy and not everyone uses it correctly. So liquid chalk can go a long way too. So you just kind of squirt that in your palms, rub it around, and you got a lot more grip. Got the wrist wraps. I don't always use these, but sometimes when I go heavier on bench press or overhead press, I need that little extra support. So these can come in handy. I really like using these every once in a while. Tennis balls. Got the single one, got the taped one. This one is a lot used in like kind of lumbar or even thoracic kind of mobility there. Just the single tennis ball really helps pinpoint certain muscles that could be a little bit tight, or for me, I've pulled my trap muscle doing maybe some heavy overhead press and getting that really pinpointed position there and really like work it against the wall to kind of massage it out can go a long ways to help me like crazy. So these come in handy for sure. The notepad here. Tracking your progression goes a long way, making sure you can look back over the years, months, weeks, and make sure you're progressing properly and you're logging your weights down. So that can be motivating to see, but also essential if you want to make sure you are actually progressing throughout your program. So there you go. That's my gym bag. Hopefully that helps you a little bit when designing your own gym bag, and good luck. Time your rest between sets. Now in this day and age, it can be really easy to get distracted, especially since we have little smart computers in our pockets. And it's pretty common to see someone do a set, and as they rest, they pull out their phone and start to browse Instagram or TikTok or any other kind of social media, you know it? And I've fallen into that myself from time to time. You end up going down that rabbit hole, and all of a sudden you've been sitting on that machine for the last 5 minutes doing absolutely nothing. So instead of using your phone to distract you, use it to motivate you. Set a timer for your rest time so it'll immediately get you back into your workout and focused on what you're doing and why you're there, to get buff. There is always a way. Excuses are readily available whenever you need them, and going to the gym and working out is no different. I've been in situations where I've been in a small gym and I told myself, God, if only they had a hack squat machine or a leg extension machine to help me target my quads better. Well, guess what? There is always a way around it. Instead of a hack squat machine, try landmine hack squats or barbell hack squats, or even elevating your heels on plates and performing a goblet squat. Now, there are literally hundreds of alternative exercises to help you target any muscle group you want, regardless of the kind of equipment you have. Don't get caught up in needing specific machines to get a good workout, but instead inform yourself with different ways to target your muscles. So even if you only have a pair of dumbbells or a single barbell, you can still get the best workouts and look just as good or even better if you had a big fancy gym available to you. Find something that motivates you. Motivation can be a serious mental hack to get your ass to the gym if you have the ability to muster it every day. But let's be honest, not everyone feels motivated every day, me included. So here's some ways I've found that helps me keep the motivation going. Write out your goals. Put them on sticky notes, paste them on the bathroom mirror, really anything to constantly remind yourself why you're going to the gym. Read a motivational book, whether that be a book about someone's biography and their success story or a self-help book. There are a ton of motivational and motivating books out there, and although you shouldn't rely on them, you can get some great inspiration for your continued motivation and success. Find someone that will help motivate you. Any successful person always says the same thing. Surround yourself with good people, and the gym is no different. Find a person or a group of people that are like-minded and that will help keep you on track and always inspired to keep going and be better. Motivation can come from really anywhere, so once you find something that helps, make sure to use it. Remember, it all starts with that mental drive, and if you have that, everything else follows. Record your lifts, analyze the footage. Those little pocket computers can be a time waster, but they can also be pretty damn useful. Case in point, use your phone to record your lifts. Now, this is especially helpful when working out alone and wanting to make sure your form is correct, or for archiving your progress. Let's say you're performing a deadlift and you want to make sure your back isn't bending or your shoulders aren't too far forward when performing the lift. Now, a simple click of the button will put all your questions at rest, and you'll be able to make small and quick changes in order to improve. It's also a great way to see your progression throughout the months or years, and in turn will motivate you to keep going. There we go, 8 simple hacks to make sure you're getting the most out of the gym. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Definitely had a lot of fun making it. If you want to see more like these in the future, let us know in the comments below. And as always, stay buff.